that's the way to start the game.
This is going to get in the other guy's heads.
There it goes. Told you there's always one in here. The bite was tough.
We got our first fish on the board.
Oh, Marky Mark, 5.50 pounds. A few more of these, we'll be good to go.
Not what we wanted, but it's a fish.
Yes!
I'll meet you back.
Yeah!
Welcome to the Tidewater Boats Elite Fishing League, presented by Yamaha Outboards. Once notified, the pros have just 24 hours to travel to and check in at the designated location.
EFL 2021 coming at you.
Upon arrival and after a brief meeting, they are escorted to the official landing spot for their week of competition.
Don't you love the EFL? You never know where you're going to go fishing.
Their goal? Catch, weigh, and release as many scoreable redfish as possible during a round of competition.
Come on!
Throughout the season, the field will battle to earn a spot in the Tidewater Tour Championship and their shot at a $100,000 payday. I'm Pat Malone, and this week is the Brecknell Breakout, presented by Kemah Texas, qualifying round number 3 in the 2021 tournament season. Let's get right to the action and meet this week's Frog Togs field of pros.
I'm Travis Land, and I'm from Seguin, Texas.
I am Clark Jordan. I'm from Pearland, Texas.
I am Mark Robinson from Victoria, Texas.
I am David Christian, and I'm from Houston, Texas. I think a lot of people are going to be playing on their knowledge they've earned over the years.
And this crew that we're fishing against here, it's going to be a tough crowd.
Usually we also come down and have a week to practice before we have a tournament.
This round I'm coming for them. I think I'll do just fine.
We've condensed that week down to 30 minutes, and waters I haven't seen in months, with a lot of rain. It's going to be interesting.
Shut your mouth, Clark. You out-of-towners my hind end.
Today, nobody's got excuses about the area.
I just hope they want to eat.
If we don't do it, it's on us.
Berkeley Pirate Bait's gonna get them, son. Good luck, Mark. Good luck, David. I think we're good to go. We'll figure it out.
We're getting close, ready to go.
45-minute runaround period. We're gonna go check it out. Hopefully we can find some good-looking water.
As part of a very exclusive field, an EFL pro must fish head-to-head on mystery waters with no practice time.
Fish there, fish there.
Anglers will be competing within a strict set of boundaries, fishing in 2 periods, a 4-hour period in the morning, come in for a short break, and another 4-hour period in the afternoon. This week it's all about quantity and avoiding those costly penalties.
What do you think, Tony? First cast, we good?
5, 4,
3.
2, 1. Lines in.
Lines in? Yes, sir.
All right.
I got him. So within the first minute of fishing time, I see a fish, I make a good cast, I catch him.
Lines in. We're good now.
Better get a clearing cast here. Feels clear. Oh, or just catch a fish. Oh. I think it was a bass anyway.
All right. Whew, that's the way to start the game. That's the way to start the game.
It's a nice solid red. This is going to get in the other guy's heads.
All right, well, we got our first fish on the board.
6.65.
Good?
Yep.
I agree. All right.
Mark just caught his first fish with a 6.65 pound. Oh, Marky Mark.
Mark just caught a 6-pounder.
All right. Little sucker. Ah, right there. I threw his tail. It's a good one, too. 6. Ah, right in his mouth, and he didn't eat it. Imagine that. Hey, that's all right. We're getting opportunities. It'll get better.
Get a little sun in a little bit. We'll try to sight fish a little bit more. I mean, I'm sight fishing now, but I'm gonna do a little more blind fishing while I'm sight fishing.
Try to take that lead back.
Oh, shoot, I got to get down.
That is a fatty.
Fish actually ate when I threw to it.
Okay, he's not too big.
We'll be right back with more exciting redfish action on the Elite Fishing League.
Born in the South, crafted with distinction, engineered to fish. Tidewater Boats has developed into the fastest growing marine brand. Pleasure fishing boats 18 to 32 feet. Whether you are on the water with family and friends or tournament fishing, Tidewater Boats. See a local dealer and pick out yours today. Tidewater Boats is the official boat of the Elite Redfish Series.
At the pinnacle of super high output, 4-stroke outboard performance, you'll find Yamaha VMAX SHO. Yamaha's game-changing SHO technology. From exhilarating V6 models to the sleek inline 4s, there's a VMAX SHO for everything from bass to bonefish. It's an extended family of 4-strokes engineered for lightweight, inspiring performance, and rock-solid reliability. Discover VMAX SHO and elevate your expectations.
Of failure is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail. Because without the courage to embrace failure, ideas remain ideas. But with that courage to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
It may be another one of those days.
Or just catch a fish. Oh,
That's the way to start the game.
This is gonna get in the other guys' heads.
Oh, Marky Mark.
Gonna have to get better than that.
We got our first fish on the board.
Welcome back to Period 1 on the Elite Fishing League.
First fish in the EFL, I think he had, it wasn't a bad one. I thought it was actually a little bitty fish. This is a good pocket here. There's fish all in here. I don't know, I can't see one to throw at though. Fish actually ate when I threw to it. Oh, there he is, a little one. Oh shoot, I gotta get down.
Mark just caught his first fish with a 6.65 pound. Oh, Marky Mark.
First fish, 5.50 pounds.
That worked. That's it.
Mark, we have a leaderboard update for you.
All right.
Currently, in first place, it's you, which is one fish at 6.5. Clark Jordan with one fish at 5.5.
We gotta worry about the big one.
You're right here.
Pretty big.
8.4, 8.50.
Yes, sir.
Try to take that lead back. That is a nice one. That sun came out just for a second, just long enough. Get in there, you big one. Yeah, that's a fatty. That is a fatty. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
No change. You want me to give it to you over again?
9.20.
9.20, that's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah. Awesome. Good fish, good fish. There you go. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're getting somewhere. Whew, that was good. Whew, they're in here. They're scattered, real scattered, but I'm gonna stick with it.
You got 14 pounds, you're in second place. Mark Robinson is in first place. He has 2 fish with a total of 15.85. He just logged 9.2.
Ooh, that's good. We ain't out of it.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Mark has landed his second fish. He now has 15.85. Clark is with 2 fish, total of 14.
That's it?
That's it.
Travis and me are still sitting on 0.
You're still tied for third.
Sounds so much better when you say it like that.
The weather's not as good as we were anticipating. We've got a little thunderstorms in the area, wind's picking up a little more, it's cloudy, water's not as good, seeing fewer fish than I thought. So during the first 45 minutes, I realized this is probably a tougher day than what I anticipated.
I knew that Delacroix was going to be tough. I had heard reports earlier in the year that the fishery just was off. And I could tell by looking at weights of other tournaments that have been here.
See, there's not enough sun for me to look over here and go, there's too much grass in that pocket.
I knew that it was going to be a grind.
And the most fish I saw were right there by the launch. We come around that one point, they were everywhere, but there weren't a whole lot of other places up there that had them.
The few fish that I saw, I went right back to and tried to put my head down and fish. But it was still early, there wasn't much sun, and the clouds were starting to build.
Let's get out of this little spot where we just shut down.
The weather's starting to roll in. We can start seeing the big clouds coming and the wind's picking up even more, and things are getting tougher for us, and I do stick another one, a good fish, and I'm thinking, well, this is definitely gonna help. And there's good fish there, there just wasn't a whole lot of fish.
Through the first period, nothing felt like it was out of reach, but at the same time, there it goes, there we go. The bite was tough. I told you there's always one in here. Decent feeling fish.
Clark Jordan is at 20.2 with 3 fish, puts you into second at 15.85 with 2 fish.
Got him a big one.
It was getting concerning to whether or not I was gonna get on the board and keep up enough to have a chance to pull off a win. God, he's way in that grass. Hope I don't lose him. Come on, come on. Man, solid fish. I wasn't worried, and this is why I wasn't worried. I just would start catching fish. It was beginning to feel like if they were to catch another fish or two, I don't know how you'd recover. 6.5 maybe. Let's see how close I am. Yeah, that's like it.
6.10.
Okay. Not big, felt bigger, but he had about 12 pounds of grass. But at the end of the day, I had to put in my head what I knew I could do and just try to repeat it. All right, girl. See you another day.
Come around a little point, and there's a fish. I'm like, he might measure. Pitch to him, he just crushes the bait.
We'll see. Hopefully he's 3 pounds. Broke my rod. Broke ice and broke my tip. All right. I don't know if he's gonna get there. All right, y'all cross your fingers for 3 pounds.
We're on the board. 3.25 pounds or whatever he was.
3.25.
Come on. 3 1/4 on the board. A few more of these, we'll be good to go.
I'm coming.
Another quick update. Travis Land is now on the board. He has a 3.25 pound fish.
I'll take that sucker. I bet when he was going, he felt that sucker felt huge.
Come on, fish. He's not a monster, but he's a fish. He's in the grass. We got him. All right. All right. See what we got.
5.25.
Good deal.
All right. Come on. There he goes. Two of them were in there. Having no knowledge of where you're going to be until that moment, it makes it challenging. It also makes it a lot of fun. Decent fish. One of the things it does is I think it brings out the best decision making in a short period of time. Make a few wrong decisions and you just run out of time. You know, make a few of the right decisions and you've got success. Now that's how I feel. I feel a lot better because not that I'm leading, but it's not running away from me.
$5.50.
Well, hell. All right, well, not what we wanted, but it's a fish. Hey, and if the 5-pounders bite better than 8-pounders, we just need to catch more of them. I'm good with that. All right, baby. Oh, well, I guess you're ready to go.
Oh, you son of a...
It was so cloudy and so dark.
Come on, stay on.
Pull and drag, pull and drag.
Oh, you son of a... Oh, man, that was a good one, too.
We'll be right back with more action from Period 1 at the Brecknell Breakout. The Waterloo Rods Power Mag, the #1 choice of EFL pros like the 2021 National Champion Kevin Aiken. Waterloo Rods, might as well fish the best. The catch of a lifetime or tournament competition, when it matters most, you can trust the Brecknell Electro Samson scale.
6.4 pounds.
9.35.
7.95.
10.3.
4.75.
7.00.
Man, what a way to finish the day. 10-pounder.
A 10-pounder, guys. On the money.
The official scale of the Elite Fishing League.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories, fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with Yamaha for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
Try to take that lead back.
Oh shoot, I gotta get down.
That is a fatty.
Fish actually ate when I threw to it.
Hope it's not too big.
Welcome back to the Tidewater Boats Elite Fishing League presented by Yamaha Outboards. Also brought to you by McLean Trailers, Frog Togs, Berkeley Fishing, Waterloo Rods, the Silver Slipper Casino, and other fine sponsors.
So I catch my first fish, I go around the corner, I've got a red swimming down the bank coming right at me. I make a beautiful cast, he smokes it.
Oh, you son of a...
Break my line.
That'll be 2 minutes. I'll give you a countdown.
So I'm in timeout. 2 minutes, doing nothing.
Man, you believe that? Got a little too excited. Well, I was trying to pull him around that bush too, and I didn't want him to go around there, so. Overdid that a little bit, but that's my fault. Oh well, it happens. I'm just really happy that I'm in a spot that has some fish that are hungry.
Big stingray, no, that's 2 redfish. It's a redfish following the stingray. How about that? Oh, he missed it.
Man, we were fighting. We were fighting to win. We were fighting to just get on the board with another fish. I was spooking a lot of fish because it was so cloudy and so dark. I just couldn't see them. And to my fault, I probably should have been blind casting more that morning.
All right, there we go. Come on, stay on. Oh shoot, not that away. Not that away. Get in that grass and wear out. Don't do that. Stay out of that grass. Wear yourself out.
Need the catch rate to go up, I know that. 1 every hour or better is not gonna get it done.
You do it like the bass guys. How they do it on the side of the boat? Can we weigh all that? We shampoo too? I'm jacking. I'm jacking with you.
7 pounds.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, 7.10 pounds.
I didn't see that coming.
I got that.
I finally found one big fish. I hooked it, pull and drag, pull and drag.
That was crazy.
Had it almost to the boat, spit the hook.
Oh, you son of a. Oh man, that was a good one too.
Okay, Clark has 27 pounds, 4 fish.
So we've got 4 now, okay?
We got an update on the leaderboard. Clark Jordan, 27.3 pounds.
That fish cost me right there.
Total of 4 fish puts you into 2nd place at 21.10.
Bad feeling.
Pretty windy, we've got clouds, we don't have a lot of sun. Yeah, well, that rain's almost sitting right on top of where we were now. Maybe it's a little below it. If you know anything about red fishing, we want sun and we want low wind. Your best opportunity to win at one of these things is to be able to sight fish. I mean, I hadn't seen a fish since I pulled in here, maybe one.
How many seconds to tell you how far away they are?
I hope I don't. I'm not even gonna catch one now. A waste of catch. There's no way I can get him in that fast.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Mark lines out. That's the end of period 1.
Well, we gave it all we had. A couple missed opportunities and costing me right now.
You got it.
Period 1.
Oh.
I will give you a update before we start back up.
We got a little weather.
For the weather, there's definitely some weather.
What this weather does.
We know we've got weather looking all around us, so we kind of make a decision to go back to the marina. We weren't far from it.
Okay. Well, we can scoot back to marina real quick. I mean, hell, we're 2 miles away.
Oh well, there's always next round. We're gonna give it all we got. That's all we can do. Keep on plugging.
Period 1 was good, a little rougher than I thought, but we didn't get a whole lot of sunlight and the wind blowing. Now the wind's laying up a little bit, so I'm hoping this will help, but we've got storms right on the edge of us, so we kind of came back to maybe get under the, when the rain comes a little bit, we may be covered a little.
Period 1 ends with Clark Jordan leading the field with 27.30 pounds. But there's a lot of fishing yet to come when we return for period 2 at the Brecknell Breakout.
McLean Trailers, the official trailer of the Elite Redfish Series.
Born in the South, crafted with distinction, engineered to fish. Tidewater Boats has developed into the fastest growing marine brand. Pleasure fishing boats 18 to 32 feet. Whether you are on the water with family and friends or tournament fishing, Tidewater Boats. See a local dealer and pick out yours today. Tidewater Boats is the official boat of the Elite Redfish series.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories, fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with Yamaha for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
The fear of failure is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail. Because without the courage to embrace failure, ideas remain ideas. But with that courage to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
Welcome back to the Elite Fishing League and the Brecknell Breakout, presented by Kemah Texas. Welcome to Kemah, Texas. Kemah is located just 30 minutes south of Houston, right on Galveston Bay. Kemah is the third largest boating community in the United States and a premier location for live concerts, family entertainment, shopping, food, and fun. The nightlife scene pops in Kemah with a variety of clubs and hangouts. So the next time you're looking for a great getaway, breeze into Kemah. We're waiting for you.
Can't believe I'm not bumping a fish or two.
Whew, that's the way it's supposed to be. Well, this is going to get in the other guy's head.
Pitch to him, he just crushes the bait.
All right. First fish, 5.50 pounds.
Broke an ice and broke my pit. There it goes. Told you there's always one in here.
Oh shoot, I gotta get down.
All right, y'all cross your fingers for 3 pounds. I wasn't worried, and this is why I wasn't worried.
3.25.
Come on!
I'll take that sucker.
A few more of these, we'll be good to go. Pretty windy, we've got clouds, we don't have a lot of sun.
We know we've got weather looking all around us.
Pull and drag, pull and drag.
Shampoo too?
Hey.
Not big, felt bigger, but he had about 12 pounds of grass.
Oh, you son of a...
Spit the hook.
It was so cloudy and so dark.
Oh man, that was a good one too.
Oh, Marky Mark. Need the catch rate to go up, I know that.
Oh, you son of a... I'm just really happy that I'm in a spot that has some fish that are hungry.
7.10 pounds.
I didn't see that coming. That is a fatty.
Door tracker update.
I mean, it hadn't changed, that's what I want to hear you say.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hey, and 5-pounders bite better than 8-pounders, we just need to catch more.
9.20.
9.20, that's what I'm talking about.
We're in the middle of a freaking thunderstorm up here at the dock. I'll make the call when this thing clears, but I think what we're going to probably do is extend it. We may not fish the whole 8 hours. We may only fish like 7 hours.
All these guys in this group are strictly sight fishing. Gonna make it hard to see in the water at all. This rain gonna make it real tough.
You know, go till 5, something like that. We'll make the call here shortly. Hopefully this, it looks like it's coming towards us to clear it out.
All right.
Keep your fingers crossed, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second period's officially resumed.
Hey now, come on, come on, come on now. Don't make me all excited and let me down. This dude's a pig and he's burying in the grass. And it's a good one. I feel fantastic about it. You heard me, right? I've got this fish in, and it's a 7.5 pounder.
7.50.
Okay.
You good with it?
Yes, I am. How about that? That might be the luckiest fish we caught today. Woo! Fish on, boys. Come on out of that mud. Golly, if I'd had that other one in this one, that's gonna help a bunch.
We're not out of this yet.
Never say die. We need some more of these.
That's what we're looking for right there.
More action from period 2 after this short break. The catch of a lifetime or tournament competition. When it matters most, you can trust the Brecknell Electro Samson scale.
6.4 pounds.
9.35.
7.95.
10.3.
4.75.
7.00.
Man, what a way to finish the day. 10-pounder.
A 10-pounder, guys, on the money.
The official scale of the Elite Fishing League. The Waterloo Rods Power Mag, the #1 choice of EFL pros like the 2021 national champion, Kevin Aiken. Waterloo Rods, might as well fish the best.
Born in the South, crafted with distinction, engineered to fish. Tidewater Boats has developed into the fastest growing marine brand. Pleasure fishing boats 18 to 32 feet. Whether you are on the water with family and friends or tournament fishing, Tidewater Boats. See a local dealer and pick out yours today. Tidewater Boats is the official boat of the Elite Redfish series.
At the pinnacle of super high output, 4-stroke outboard performance, you'll find Yamaha VMAX SHO, Yamaha's game-changing SHO technology. From exhilarating V6 models to the sleek inline 4s, there's a VMAX SHO for everything from bass to bonefish. It's an extended family of 4-strokes engineered for lightweight, inspiring performance, and rock-solid reliability. Discover VMAX SHO and elevate your expectations.
Heavy rains and lightning forced a 2-hour delay in the action, but the bad weather has moved on and the sun and blue skies break over the fishing ground. Just what the anglers needed to see and catch these redfish.
Woo! It's stressful out here.
Fish.
Travis Land is one of those anglers that really depends on the sun, and it's obvious he's taking full advantage of the bright conditions with this good fish.
It's a good fish.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the one we need, baby. Slap the cameraman with my pole. Woo! Yes, sir. Couple more of those. Oh, there he goes.
Like I said, he's a good one.
The sun is out and the field is taking full advantage. Fish are biting as David Christian hooks up on another good fish in period 2.
Good fish if you're not over. Don't be over, baby. He's not over. Oh yeah. That's gonna help a bunch. He's heavy. He may be over. I don't think so. I think he's about 9 and some change.
That's what we're looking for right there. Good fish. Heavy.
$7.30.
All right, we're not out of this yet. My trolling motor's dead. I got stuck in the grass too much this morning. But we're still managing to get a couple big ones here. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about.
Scales are ready?
Yes, sir. Think he's good.
10.25 pounds.
That's just a short fat one. I mean, it's worth the reweigh, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
$10.25 pounds. There's a big old fat fish right there.
Yeah, not even that long. Boy, he chomped it too.
Right at 3 o'clock, I caught that $7.95. And man, you talk about put some fire back in the boat.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
That fish right there put me within 16 pounds of the lead. All I need is 2 more fish.
Ready, sir?
Yes, sir. 7.95.
8-pounder. Couple more of those and we back in. You see that? You see that? I'm coming for you, Mark. Whew.
Oh yeah, this is the kind of weight we needed. This is a makeup weight. You good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nine even.
All right. We need some more of these. And there was 2 more right there that I just couldn't get. Lucky to get this one. They just laid down in the mud and I had to fish for them. Pretty fish. And very alive.
Jordan's last fish was too heavy by just 2/100ths of a pound. A scoreable fish must weigh 3 pounds and cannot go over 10.
Yeah.
Yes! Yeah!
Whew.
That's a 10-pounder on the money right there, baby.
Well, he's not on the deck of the boat, I assure you. He can't even touch the deck of the boat. I bet it's underneath there.
Fish on, boys. Fish on. Golly, if I'd had that other one in this one, we could sure scare them. A good one right there, boys. Never say die.
Jordan lands his only scoreable fish in period 2, and it's a nice 7-pounder.
Sure hope he makes it.
10.55 non-scoreable fish.
Dang it. Well, I gave it hell. Last spot of the day, probably. Oh, can't win them all, I guess, but that fish would have made me win.
Looky here. Yes, sir. Come on with it. Big fella, coming at you.
Bring it on. 7.70.
Sir. All right, come on. I can catch 3 in 10 minutes if they'll let me.
Oh, there's one.
So I got about 5 minutes left in the day. Come around, I get to the little spot where I saw one. I just start blind casting.
Oh, this is a good fish. Come on, baby. I think Clark's got around 34 pounds. I've got about 32 pounds at this point. Mark's got like 28 pounds. That's what I am talking about, brother. Woo! Woo! Man, with not much time left, I get about a 5.5 pound fish, I think 5.6. And that moved me to 38 pounds, which was an incredible feeling.
5.55.
Alrighty. Okay.
4.30.
It's not the biggest fish in the world, but I'll take a 4-pounder any day in this tournament.
Mark, you have 10 minutes remaining in this period.
10 more minutes.
Mark, you have 1 minute remaining.
Really? The gar.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Mark, this is the end of period 2.
Well, shoot, that sucked, but good for David. Well, on to the elimination round. This will be the first time I've been in an elimination round, so just got to get my mind right, keep my head down, and fight.
Not bad, but sure would have liked that win. Man. All I can think is about those 2 fish that I lost. One broke me off, about a 6-pounder, 7-pounder. Another one probably 7 or 8. Had them hooked on the way to the boat. Couldn't get it done. Oh well, that's fishing. Maybe next time I'll get them.
I know how they feel. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, you know. And I don't feel that right now, and that feels pretty good. Like I said, it's been a while since I had a win. I've had some good finishes, but to get a win is hard. It made more sense to put energy and effort into figuring out how to catch them, where to catch them in those certain small areas, and I think that was a key to me.
Coming up next, your champion, David Christian.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories, fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with Yamaha for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
the Waterloo Rods Power Mag, the #1 choice of EFL pros like the 2021 national champion, Kevin Aiken. Waterloo Rods, might as well fish the best.
The fear of failure is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail. Because without the courage to embrace failure, ideas remain ideas. But with that courage to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
The catch of a lifetime or tournament competition. When it matters most, you can trust the Brecknell Electro Samson scale.
6.4 pounds.
9.35.
7.95.
10.3.
4.75.
7.00.
Man, what a way to finish the day. 10-pounder.
A 10-pounder, guys, on the money.
The official scale of the Elite Fishing League.
Looking for fun? Looking for excitement? Looking for great food? How about incredible shopping? Kemah Texas has it all. Whether you're looking for fun, food, or just a relaxing bayside getaway, Kemah Texas is the place to be. Kemah Texas, it's what you're looking for.
Welcome to this Winning Ways segment brought to you by Kemah Texas. This is your champion, David Christian.
So during the Yamaha ride through, you've got limited time to kind of identify your surroundings and figure out what you're going to do. I'd kind of predetermined that I was not going to spend the allotted time riding, that as soon as I found fish, I was just going to stop and wait for those fish. I think I'm gonna just sit here and study these fish a little bit. And I'm watching fish move and I'm going like, please let me cast, please let me cast. It's a pretty zen moment for me when I'm waiting to start.
Really just kind of relaxing for a little bit before it all starts.
Whether it's a regular tournament or doing this competition. So that's probably the lowest stress moment of the day. I've learned over time to not get too lost in worrying about what everybody else is doing, because it'll get you off your game and it'll make you make decisions that are not good decisions. You know, the score tracker is an interesting, it's a little bit of love-hate. It can encourage you or it can discourage you.
Okay, you are on the leaderboard.
Alrighty.
6.10.
I need to get more on it. I didn't start out on the boards, a couple of other anglers did first, but they weren't running. It was actually encouraging because even though they were up, they weren't running away with it, so it felt like at any moment I was a fish or two away from being right in it and even possibly leading it. I like the score tracker. That's probably the most interesting thing about this is being able to know where you are, and if you don't panic, letting it determine your decisions a little bit. I wasn't worried, and this is why I wasn't worried. You know, so I caught my first fish. It was about a 6.5 pound fish, and at that point, I think one of the competitors, Clark, he was leading with about 14 pounds, and that instantly encouraged me because, you know, catching a 7 or 8 pound fish out where we are is not out of the question at all. So I was basically a fish out of leading it, or at least, you know, being right there in contention with first. So first fish, it's crucial. You know, if you go a long time not getting a first fish, you know, you could start panicking or making poor decisions or just losing confidence in what you thought was going to work. So, you know, I stayed in third place most of the day, and it was only towards the end of the day did I finally break out of third and into second, but I still had a ways to go. With about 30 minutes left, caught about a 5.5 pound fish that put me into the lead by, somewhere around 3.5 pounds, I think. And yeah, that changed everything. There was a level of excitement because there wasn't much time left that I was in the lead, But there was also a level of anxiety because with not much time left and the catch numbers were low, it wasn't like we were catching 4, 5, 8 fish an hour. We were catching 4, 5, 6, 8 fish during the whole session. I need the catch rate to go up, I know that. One every hour or better is not gonna get it done. I was greatly concerned that if Clark caught another one, I might not have enough time to catch a fish. Pretty stressful, but very exciting at the same time. Caught a fish a few minutes ago, kind of in one of the little coves of it. I don't know if that was a fluke or if there's fish holding on it, so we're gonna investigate it with our lure. You know, it was lines out, and I waited a couple of minutes before I could even accept that I just won, because I wanted to make sure a score tracker update wasn't gonna come in that just hadn't been updated. But once I got that, I tell you, it was exciting, you know, just in the second season of this to be able to do what I thought I could do. You know, I feel like I can compete at this level and against anybody out there, and it kind of validates what I believe is possible. I'm excited to advance straight to the final round, and to win that would be something, because to go at this blind with no knowledge, and it really starts putting just your decision-making ability against somebody else's decision-making ability, and I think when it comes to that, I'm a winner. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to do this and for all your questions, and we'll see you in the final.
Wow, what a great event. The Brecknell Breakout, presented by Visit Kemah Texas, had it all. Breakdowns, breakoffs, big fish, and more. But at the end of the day, one angler conquered the elements and took home the $10,000 top prize. Congratulations, David Christian, on your round 3 win and your automatic berth into the Waterloo Rods National Championship. Tune in next week for round number 4, the Frog Togs finale, presented by Jacksonville, Florida. And watch as a new set of competitors head out on mystery waters for their chance to take home the $10,000 top prize and the title of Elite Fishing League champion. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Pat Malone, and we'll see you the next time we hit the water on the Elite Fishing League. Please visit EliteFishingLeague.com, and to catch more exciting video content, check out the Elite Fishing League on YouTube. Closed captioning provided by McLean Trailers, the official trailer of the Elite Fishing League.